Welcome to Kruk and Kuip Extra Innings ALCS, the League Championship Series edition. You can reach me follow me at robin@twitter.com. And I just got done watching the Giants, the Cubs Nationals. That was a really spectacular game and really great Game 5 as the Cubs advanced to take on the LA Dodgers in the NLCS. And in the ALCS, we now have the Houston Astros against the New York Yankees. So I think we'll have some good matchups here. It looks like offense has really been the theme of this playoff series thus far. So we'll see if that carries over into the League Championship Series or not. We'll see what happens with Dusty Baker tomorrow. I think he might have coached his last game with the Nationals. They might look to bring in a manager who they might be in the hunt for Ron Gardenhire now. Also, after the Red Sox were eliminated by the Astros, they fired John Farrell. John Farrell will not be coming back with the Boston Red Sox next year. And of course, they're going to be in the market for Ron Gardenhire. They're going to go after him. I think they're going to go for another proven manager to get them over the hump. So I wish Boston a lot of luck in their search for a new manager. It'll be interesting to see that the Washington vacancy is going to be a really good managing vacancy coming up. That could certainly be a spot for Brad Ausmus as a possibility. Another possibility could be Ron Gardenhire or Mike Redmond. Or it might be interesting to see Ron Wotus maybe go to DC. We'll see what happens with that, if that becomes a vacancy or not as we head into the offseason, get deeper into the playoffs. And also this week started the Arizona Fall League for the Giants. A little bit of Giants news today. Players playing for the Scottsdale Scorpions is Chris Shaw. We shall see how he does. And he hit .292 between AA and AAA this last season. So we'll see how he does. Tyler Beatty's also going to be performing. He's hoping to get back on track after a disappointing season and injury-ridden season for him. Steven Dugar, who really did great, hitting .262 and just 164 at bats. Aramis Garcia, a catching prospect. Tyler Sear from AA, 2.19 ERA out of the pen. DJ Snelton, a lefty I definitely would like to see with the Giants' 40-man roster next year. And I saw Yohan Gregorio pitch 3 innings tonight as he's trying to recover. Gregorio was a guy who I thought would be up with the Giants this year, and he probably would have been up with the Giants this year if it weren't for the suspension for the PEDs earlier this year. So we'll see how short the leash will be for him when he comes, if he does make the 40-man roster next year for the Giants. So we'll see how that works out for him. Right now, the Scorpions are 1-1, and Shaw's hit a .154 in 2 games thus far. So we'll see how the Scorpions do as we get deeper into the season. And we'll do an update again on Sunday when I do a Sunday show after the 49ers play. All right, now quick preview on the ALCS. We'll start off with the Astros and the Yankees. This is going to be a high-scoring series, I think, for sure. Both teams certainly have a lot of firepower. The pitching, I think it's about even with the starting pitching. Got Luis Severino, you got CC Sabathia, you've certainly got Sonny Gray. We'll see how they do in the ALCS, but they did enough to get them to the next level. On the Houston side, you certainly have Justin Verlander, who looked great in the ALDS. You've certainly got Dallas Keuchel, who looked pretty decent. And then you got Lance McCullers probably. You might have Brad Peacock or Charlie Morton filling out the back end of the rotation for the Astros. But I think the advantage for the bullpen goes to New York. I certainly think New York's got the better bullpen. So, as much as I'd like to see the Astros go for it, I'm thinking it will probably be the New York Yankees in 7. I just think that bullpen's going to be the strength of the Yankees in the ALCS here, and the Yankees will win another pennant and look for their 30th World Series championship. On the other side of the coin, we've got the Chicago Cubs and the LA Dodgers. That's another one where I think the starting pitching's just about even. The hitting, I think, favors LA. And I think the bullpen's just about even. So we'll see how Kershaw does. Which Kershaw will show up in the NLCS is anybody's question. But I think this is where I think Chicago's got the advantage, will be the starting pitching. Can Hill be relied on? Will Darvish make an appearance? We've got Alex Wood. We shall see what happens with that. I'm leaning towards the Cubs in 7. So I think your World Series this year will be the Cubs and the Yankees. And it will be a fun one. All right. Thanks for tuning in. I will be back on Sunday after the 49ers play. Good night.